Okay, let me test out the audio, make sure everybody can hear me. Okay, that sounds fine. Press any key. Game. Ooh, you can choose either HD or pixel art. Oh, this is a tough choice. I just came from Until Then, which was a pixel art visual novel. But then this is also like pretty cool, very anime style. Play with new HD chibi character sprites. Change styles at any time from the title screen's option menu. Okay, let's stick with pixel art for now. Turnabout visitors start from this episode, yes. March 14th at 1:16 a.m. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. Ooh. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. Says that with the guy with the headlamp. March 14 at 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's Building, 12th floor hallway. Oh, but it's kind of like strange because I chose pixel, but then this part is obviously smooth animation. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe. What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood? What the? What's the meaning of this? Freeze! It's the police. Or somebody else. Identify yourself. Shut up. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be trusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days. I want to try and see actually to switch it over to the other style. Let's see, how can we do that? Back to title. Oh, I have to click it twice. Okay. Don't save for now. Oh, I have to double click. Any progress since your last save? Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Back to title. That's what we said. Okay. Options. Art style. It's HD. Hopefully it doesn't crash my computer. Alright. Gameplay. Audio. Actually, the text. Is there like a text speed? Wait time 1 second. 2.5 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay. Audio. Style. Language. PC settings. So this is part of the issue. Screen resolution 1280 by 720. Could I change it? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave it as it is because it looks good right now. Key configuration, reader. What's this? Reader mode. Autoplay automatically progress through the dialogue when enabled, or story mode automatically progress through the game when enabled, including answering questions. Credits. Okay. Gameplay. So. Great. Title selection. What happens if? Okay. Okay, let's just do new game again so that we can view it what it looks like in the HD quality. Start from this episode, yes. Episode 1, Turnabout Visitor. March 14, 1:16 a.m. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost. So he's wearing some sort of medal, some sort of headband. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. March 14, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's Building, 12th floor hallway. Oh yeah, so much better in HD. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe. What's the smell? It's very familiar. Blood? What the? What's the meaning of this? Freeze. Identify yourself. Shut up. You've got some nerve committing a murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be trusted into a multitude of cases, and some very frantic and busy days. March 14, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, Room 1202. I've finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However, look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. What about the dead guy on the bottom right? No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. Whoa! Sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. It's called notebook, sir. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Crime scene, my office. Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office? I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really, especially because of this. The key to your office? For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built on it. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. So how did you use it? First, I recall the information we've gathered with Q, and then I connect them together with T. Okay. Can I press that now? Q. Now use Q and recall the facts. Crime scene, my office. Is it really coincident that the murder took place in my office? Okay. Then the office key. For security reason, this office door has a lock built on it. T to connect. Ooh. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? Killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some logic, sir. Some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Begin investigation. Okay. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply use the spacebar when I'm next to it. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use Y, okay? Or T. Oh, I guess I can switch between keyboard and controller, okay. I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Okay, how do I walk around? Oh, okay, just regular WASD. Okay. Somebody investigate the body. Come on. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine the area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Oh. Okay, what's in his hand? Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Crime scene notes: bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found around 2:05 a.m. Crime scene notes jotted down in my organizer. Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course, this is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I keep all the evidence I find in or with my organizers. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have to but press the E to open my organizer. E? I thought it was Q. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts of it. Okay. Can I go E? Okay. Evidence. Oh. Proof of my profession. However, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. Profiles. Who's this? Oh, the victim in this case. Why was he killed in my office? Homicide detective. The local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. Okay, back is the same. Anything else unusual here? What's this? What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge. Detective. Oh hey, I have the exact same thing actually. What a coinkydink. Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Fate. It would appear that our victim was a detective just like you. Oh, victim was a detective. According to his badge and ID, Buddy Fate was a precinct detective. Okay. Anything else unusual? His face? Let's see here. There's blood. Oh, okay, that's the blood again. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, blah blah blah. Same as before. Okay. Why is his hand over there? Oh, nothing of interest there. See here. Okay. It's still the blood thing. Okay. How would I escape it if it's like I have no choice but to go through the words? Okay. Oh, what's this? I don't believe it. I packed those files on the shelf so tight that not even an earthquake could make them fall off, but just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back on the shelf. But this is kind of strange. Doesn't it have like almost like a writing on it? Okay, really? Okay. Okay, Q. What things we know? The killer's goal. Victim was a detective. I don't think it's really... Okay, what happens if we try to connect it? Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic. Okay. Okay, so if it doesn't match, it won't like it won't connect it. Okay. Is there anything else though? Shoe? There's nothing of interest here, right? Oh, the gun. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of those before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detective. Ooh. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Okay. Let's see. Killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? Victim was a detective. How would you do you move it like that? Okay. Okay, would this work? See? Okay, space and then connect. Okay. So the victim was a detective, and according to his badge, an ID buddy, Fate was a detective. Let's see what happens. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gunshu, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edward, sir, this guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Victim's revolver. It can be assumed that this gun is a murder weapon. It was issued to the victim. I should have like a number in it, and you can normally check like the registration. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. If he registered the gun. As I always say, you've gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use up, down, left, right to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Okay. Use Q and U to zoom in and out to get at the nitty gritty. Okay, so left and right. U. What's that horse? Okay. To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger. You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use at track and field. Field meets to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead to chase you down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention it, when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. Okay. Oh, okay. Keeps on repeating the words whenever. Pretty sensitive, I guess. Okay, so if I zoom in and go up, because I wanna look at the horse. Okay, it's the same word. This part sucks. Is there no way to, like, you know, exit out of the words. Okay, there's a letter C for reset. Okay. So zoom in. Oh, looks like I can also use my my mouse scroller to zoom in and out. Oh, okay, I can move it. Okay. Can't examine. This is a weird gun, doesn't have like any number. But it's the same message over and over, right? Okay, how do I exit out of this though? Oh, it looks like only one round was fired from this. Does that means it was pretty close range, maybe? Like the guy, maybe it means that, like, you know, the victim wasn't running away from the perpetrator. Wow, so the killer killed the victim with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Maybe he didn't have a chance to fight back. Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. Alright, I think we've had a pretty good view here of what this game can do and what the mechanics are. How long have I been on it? I think we can move on to our next visual novel from here. Alright. I'm gonna switch over screens. I'm going to the standby screen. I'll be right back.